Oh no!
Hello everybody, Retro here, and I'm not using my snowball mic because my computer refuses it to use it. So, yeah. Uh, like Sonic says,
Long time no see! Long time no see! Long time no see!
that was funny, right? So, yeah, like Sonic said, I haven't seen you guys in a while, I haven't really made a video in a while, and I hope you guys enjoyed that little stupid little skit I did in the beginning that I didn't really try on, but yeah, funnies. But yeah, I want to actually start this video by saying me and my friend Lemon have made a Let's Play channel, like a dual Let's Play channel, where you can go watch us play video games, and we're actually going to do Sonic Forces, which is the topic of this video, pretty soon. So if you want to go check that out, link is in the description below. And yeah, let's get on with this video. So as you can see from the topic of the video, it's I don't know what I'm gonna name it, but you can already tell it's about Sonic Forces and how it did disappointment to a lot of Sonic fans, you know, but quite selective Sonic fan group, because not many. Some, it's like kind of split between where some actually liked it and some actually really did not like it, and I'm part of the I do not like it. And again, I forgot to say this, but I am a Sonic fan. I have tweeted that before. I have said it before, and I am a Sonic fan since for a long time. I love Sonic, and if I didn't, I wouldn't be making many of these videos, would I? So yeah. So let's get started with some of the points I made in the Sonic Forces video of my thoughts on Sonic Forces, which I made a couple of months ago. So, one of the things I did say was that the Sonic stages, I think I said that they look too linear, and for the most part, they weren't all that linear, but they were. It's like kind of split in half and half, where some are linear and some aren't, and that's a thing that bothered me, and I just, you know, there's a lot of things that they changed in the Sonic Boost formula, which I was already excited for because I love the Boost formula. It's one of my favorite formulas that the Sonic team has created, but I did not like how they made it in this game. It feels really stiff. They did not add a drift for some reason, and there's multiple times where I actually fell off of the map because like Sonic felt so stiff to control, at least modern Sonic. And taking note, Modern Sonic was actually the most fun I had in the entire game. Modern Sonic was the best mode that I had fun in. And we'll get to the rest, which is just classic Sonic in the Avatar. So, Modern Sonic was the best fun I had there, but there was a lot of problems I had. Like, the double jump was so bad, it felt so slippery that it was hard for me to land in a certain platform. It felt weird. It did not felt like Generation Sonic, which is like the best boost formula Sonic, which I did not understand how they fucked it up so badly when they had a clear, like the best boost formula made Sonic, modern Sonic form right there in their 2011 game Sonic Generations, which kind of just baffled me. But you know what could you do? It felt stiff. It felt weird. Some parts of the game you just had boost, you know, linear boost where you just destroy a bunch of hordes of enemies, which was alright. It looked visually good. By the way, this game looks amazing visually. I played it on the Switch, as you can see from the clip there. I do have a PlayStation 4, but I decided to get it on the Switch because portability, right? But yeah, that's really all I had for the modern Sonic stages, besides the level design, which is and I just did not like the level design in any part of the game. But well, not any part of the game. That'd be lying. But I did not like the level design in most of the modern Sonic games, modern Sonic stages. But I did like a few of them. Like, I think it was the second stage where you're actually in the moon. It looked really well. It was fun, and I was like, wow, this is great. Why did they start with Green Hill Zone? It fucking and not to get started in Green Hill Zone, it was just Green Hill Zone. They used that stage like 5 times. It was insane. It was like we played in Green Hill Zone like at least 5, and then like the second stage where we played the most in with every character was like Chemical Plant Zone. But yeah, that's it for modern Sonic. Not too many things I can actually pick there besides like the weird controls. They felt really bad. His double jump, most of the level designs, and that's pretty much it. But that is the most fun I had with Sonic Forces. It was alright with modern Sonic, I guess. Let's start with the Avatar next, because the Avatar is like probably the most other character you actually play with most. I actually really like the concept of the avatar. I really find it fun that you can dress up your little character and stuff. But the problem is, it's not really with the character, but it's probably with the finishing levels. When you finish levels, what you're rewarded with is with a bunch of avatar clothes. No matter what character you play as, you just get rewarded by what you're bombarded by avatar clothes. It's like it could be anything really. It could be like the same scarf you have on but in a different color. But you get like at least 10 every stage you finish. But yeah, that's how that goes. But it's not really something bad with the avatar in particular, like the game, like when you're playing it. But it's just something that really kind of bothered me. Like I had to press A bunch of times just to look at the clothes that I unlocked that I didn't really even use anyway. I mostly stayed with some of the clothes that I got early in the game. But it's cool. Like I really appreciate that they added all these clothes in just so we can wear for our characters, which is it was really cool. Like honestly, making your own character was really cool. It's like it was young Sonic fans' dream, or even those crazy Sonic fans who like making their own OCs. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I like making my own character, I guess, and I know N Lemon loved making his when we recorded Sonic Forces on our channel, but on the channel. But that's with the customization. It was, yeah, I liked it. I really did. But now to actually get into the gameplay of things, the Avatar gameplay. The Avatar played a lot like modern Sonic. His speed was similar to modern Sonic, and how he felt like modern Sonic. He wasn't as stiff, I'd say, as modern Sonic. He was a bit more like loose, but the jumps felt they felt weird. And the Wispins, they don't really give a crap on what Wispin you use. They don't really care. You can stay with the Fire Wispin the whole game like I did, and just use that for the entire game. That's what I did, because I love the Fire Wispin. But that's all I did. They don't really care if you use any more other Wispins. They just give you some, like, oh, you can go try them out if you want. Who gives a crap? As for using the Wispins, it's alright. The game, I think by far, the level design wise, the Avatar has the best level design in the game. They really went all out with the Avatar stages. They're pretty good, in my opinion. The Avatar, though, like how he plays, I guess it gets really boring at times just playing his stages, like, because they give you a lot of missions with him, but they're kind of like with modern Sonic 2, but they give you a lot of missions with the Avatar, but they get boring. I'm not sure why, but that's just with me. You might actually find it fun, that's you. But for me, they got really boring at times, regardless if the gameplay wasn't bad. Like, it's still, the Avatar is by no means what ruins the game. We'll get that later. We'll get to that later, but it just kind of felt the whole time. It's just like, But that's what I have for the Avatar. The Avatar really didn't bother me. But besides some level designs, it did have the best level designs, but I don't mean that every stage in the game when you play with the Avatar is great. No, there's obviously some Avatar stages that weren't so great, but in most part, I would say the level designs were good for the Avatar. It wasn't anything too special though. Alright, let's get into Classic Sonic. Alright, Classic Sonic's where I have most of my complaints. Classic Sonic, after playing Mania, like, obviously, you already know me. I'm gonna say Sonic Mania is already better than Forces by a long shot. But after playing Mania, you get that sense of feel, like how Classic Sonic feels and how he feels when you move him. How did they fuck up how Classic Sonic feels in this game? I have no idea. The bitch feels stiffer than... It's like this. Imagine yourself, those little sticks in a butter when those farmers make butter, right? Imagine just, moving that and how hard it'd feel to move it. Like, just imagine. That's how fucking stiff Classic Sonic felt. Not to mention that Classic Sonic should not have been in this game, like I mentioned in my previous video on my thoughts on Sonic Forces. He just does not feel like he should have been in this game. He has no point of being here. He feels like he does not contribute in any way to the story besides being Tails' little fuck buddy during the entire story. He has nothing. He's just there. He's just there. And it's just annoying because he shouldn't have been there. He does nothing. He doesn't really care about anything. He only has one boss battle in the entire game, and it's that one boss battle they showed the entire E3. It's insane. They should not have added Classic Sonic, and the worst part is he's not even fun to play. He, like I said, felt stiff. His jumps felt like ass because he felt like he was heavy, like if he had like 10 tons on his back. And like the only thing that I felt fine with the game was when the drop dash, they somehow made that feel good to do. But other than that, it just felt horrible to play with Classic Sonic. I just did not want to play with him. The level design especially was horrible for Classic Sonic. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was not even mediocre to me. It was kind of just in the it's, you know, look at Classic. If you look, it's hard because Sonic Mania came out this year, and knowing how they just put their hearts and soul in that game and made the level design just amazing. It's hard to see how they fucked it up. You know, Sonic Team didn't even work in Mania. It was a game by the fans for the fans, and the fucking people just did not know how to make a goddamn classic Sonic stage. It was just like, what do we put here? What enemy? It's just horrible. And the physics for each and every one of the characters just felt like, it just, you know, it's the physics, especially for classic Sonic. If you go, you already have speed, right? You have like decent speed. You think you're gonna go up the slope, but you just fucking fall back down. Like if you have no momentum. Like what kind of physics is that? Like it's just crazy. It's just classic Sonic is the most, like, the biggest problem I have with this game. And I sound like this game was absolutely horrible and deserves to be thrown in the trash. No, to be fair, I think this game is mediocre at best. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just, ugh. And that's not what it's not what Sonic needed. A modern Sonic game did not need an game. It needed at least a good one, a decent one. It wasn't even decent at best, at least for me. Metacritic and other reviewers are treating it like trash, like if it was as bad as 06, but it's not. It's a really polished game, but it's not fun. They got a lot of things wrong with this game, and just that's what disappointed me the most. I had hope for this game once they announced it in the Sonic Party, the 25th party last year. I really had hope. It looked it looked good. The story looked like it was gonna be good, but again, the story wasn't good. It was mediocre at best. I mean, at times it just sounded ridiculous because these characters do not sound like they should have been a post-apocalyptic world. Especially when I do not like half the voice actors in the crew. Like, to be fair, I do not like Sonic's voice actor at all. I have a mild, deep hate for how he sounds. But you know, that didn't ruin the game for me. It's just the fact that, you know, one of the lines that Knuckles says in the game is basically no shit, Vector, that's why it's called the war. It's just so ridiculous. It felt weird. But you know, a lot of the dark, edgy themes of the game felt forced, and it shouldn't feel forced. It should just come naturally. You know, edginess, I guess, should come naturally. Like a lot of Shadow. That's why Shadow the Hedgehog nowadays is been made fun of, because like the way the word damn is forced into a character's fucking vocabulary. But alright, might as well talk about the last thing, which is the story, which I already kind of spoiled it for you guys, which is it's mediocre at best. The story, like I said, felt forced in the way of edginess. Infinite felt like, when they first revealed him, felt like this huge villain, which with some great fucking powers or whatever. But spoiler alert, he fucking became that way because Shadow kicked his ass in episode Shadow. Then he screamed like he had a problem with being weak or whatever, and they hyped him up a lot, and he turned out to be a bigger disappointment than fucking, I don't know. There's a lot of things disappointing with this game, but if you guys wonder like what I rate this game, it'd probably be a 6.5 out of 7 out of 10 for sure. I wouldn't replay this game. I wouldn't go back to it because it's just boring. But, you know, you tried, Sonic Team, I guess. You know, hire some new people, go out there, learn from your mistakes. I know this took 4 years, but it didn't feel like it took 4 years. It felt, you know, a lot shorter than that. It felt like the game took at least 2 years to make. Half the time you claimed that you made it. But, you know, what do I know? I'm not a programmer or whatever. I don't make games, but just the game's short as fuck too. You know, that shouldn't be a big deal, but it is really short. It has around 30 levels plus episode shadow, which is 3 more. And, you know, yeah, this game just disappointed me to the max. Um, I'm sorry for those who like Sonic because I really like Sonic. I love Sonic. He's one of my favorite characters out there. He's just really cool and I admire the character. I really like Sonic, but it just really sucks to see him at this state, you know? It just really sucks that the poor little blue blur can't get a good game. But at least we got Mania. At least that kind of cancels out the negative with the bad, but the negative with the good. You know, it just, I guess, you know, hopefully the next game doesn't feel like this, just doesn't disappoint the fan base as much as it did. But the fan base is really split between if it's bad or good, and it really sucks to see that. And I'm sorry that I have a Super Mario Odyssey in the background instead of Forces. I just don't want to play that game. It's boring. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Um, don't take this as a shot or a huge punch in the face to Sonic, but it just, the thing is that I have so much, like, I just need to let it out, all this disappointment that I feel over Forces, because I was actually hyped for this game until they kept showing us footage and footage and footage, and it just kept looking lamer and lamer and lamer. There was people out there like John Ogami, God hit, hyping the shit out of this game when clearly it was not looking too hot. But yeah, like, to a message to the Sonic fanboys out there, or the Sonic fans, I won't call you guys fanboys. I hope this video did not offend you, because that was clearly not a. This video is not a way to offend you. This is a video to inform people how I felt about the game, because I wouldn't have made a my thoughts video on Sonic Forces if I didn't care about Sonic. So, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I don't die again. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys, and take care.